topfm.com na YouTube nenso topfmonline.com na washare yen wo Facebook ho nso no top media enwumre ensem we de nam se enega nanom ne tofo bobi ene se
abeto dwachirem se radio station bi ewo boko krodua ni mpanifo se yentum na de nti ayetum no yede munsem ebeba
anye nonyamfo samdwoje ono nso hwe omayi enkrato nsem so no odi nsem bi aba ni nyina fa radio stations kro yi ahu bi
na abusia mu kai se special prosecutor oprega ede betu dwachirem se de ofori atabrofu din ene fugitive we se hwan ewi echi wasa agikre no wanted na de betu dwachirem se wanted no we afini so na de nti we afini so no yede beba
na kwabena nta kan don so ye o menso afo hwe apomdene so ka asemde bi ene afutuo bi de akire adwumakuo bi a enkyeremu ni nyina no ye de beba
Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama de chopper de ama Christian Council ene nyamesum company fu bi se nhyiamudi a we di toto adwende afa ahumasua ho no wanto nsamfre omo entem
Monyamfo Mutala Mohammed nso asem kroyi ya debi ene wode mba adwumakuo bi se onfa mo nsa ase ho ban
Ebusiansem ne doso na ya bobo anu se ene Ghana kase ba ye di free top radio 103.1 enkra pompune mantem kokomremre 40B Royal Castle Road available search nchirinchi na tifini ebutu ebekenkan se media sommo do hwe ba ko edi enimu de pa kunwa ne pa tenase na ensem no ye be kirekire mu ni atese mu edi asommo eho aseda nyina so ekodi ama kinfu se ba Mr. Eye du papa Mr. Modia so onsa ebetimi akabie onsa ka kanfusi bi ebeboa pa ama niema so etimi akonka yi edi amam edro nenam na eboa na nasade de fini pedua mu bi obi pita akosoro diabetes e hawadwen obi a sebe wakoma ho ohaw bi aba ho ni nyina adre betime yi ni nyina de firi ho ebustu immune system no so na aboa ama watimi anya ahodene ye papa de akotia yare bi a eba so na bomodin aso pede do tu ade oni bekire mu ewo Okashu Draglin eho ebusu onkra hatema force beko Little George health shop eho so bi ho na afin so yesu hufo so beko tonike so menya eno so okọ nagiza na wakwa ba bi eton no bi akwa ope kinfu se ba mesia ne ebi won sabetimi akabi na so wetimi ede abo adwuma obetimi afrem panifo na dodo bi apeto setimi akam 0245 588 266 0245 588-266 924 eni enkomo we de entitia bia sonko aba eboa emo manfo nyansa no adwuma na wode ebobre na ebi de atukwan ebi so de ye adwuma Ghana memu nti entrase na adwuma ni wona no memu ayedin wodi adwuma ba ko pe ene nam awan hwe ya na wani ye tu ka wonsem sua bibi ka nimdi a wo no ho na etimi aboa wo enti RTM Service and Training Center se yemfanto anim se ene waba wo boa mo nyansa no adwuma uwie so na pese otukwan so asan so ede watukwan mo akwa adwuma so pese osua plumbing obeto no boase na wakire wo no hunu afi forklift enso obekire no hu siri twino excavator eno so be kire free loader ene de ekeka ho bebrebe bomodin aso ne RTM Services and Training Center ebedi nkombo na omatimi aboa wo office no ewo Enkrahala Pass Newtown Station hwa eno mo ewo sunyane nso woni Wesley Methodist aso de din hwe animu ena Kumasi nso so Micro Junction ena won ewo registration no 100 cedi pe na yotimi de ho so ahyem ebi ose uwie na pese okoba bi tise bia Hungary, Canada, Serbia, Czech Republic ni nyina wodo beko na watimi akwa ye adwuma empanifo adwoma tuntu ye training wi certificate ye de ma no edi mu prekope etima me no ne papa no ma mo manam rai na ombra mesuansa no adwuma free 0503 711 344 0503 711 344 anase 053 404 5169 RTM or say learn and grow medimafo doctor no wabene pa o say agi say de wu ana de asie nko a ya de bi ada so wo de akini a che mesro fa ne bra medimafo na obedi wasem e de amam o say abibiduro kan e na ode sayade na oba ho a udu aresabia ho na akoma kura to yem keke medimafo eho ye nika papa doctor no so e wa abotre na kwa fa so no be kasa no na ho kura to wa ne sa stroke yade utu ase kotodwe yasi yade mane mema nam yade hudu nyina obi a opa awo ni nyina doctor o sanso de bre ebeto so na otwe beko ampa bedu ho no na eko poku ase mayira enwesi atena kese pa o ho a or sayadem. Friend was 0244 774 282 now on Dr. Eddie Enkomo.
And we I can kind for Enne Enne Papa Antwi Boasiako mene
the Senator Nana Agyen Berima. Afei abusuafo ni die kwa so monye brena kasebo no emunchechi mu ankasa no yemfa entomo anim. Amaneba afiri asoye ehwe nkratoro eso a wosofo woda no ene eye Owura Sam George abetudwa ene se womone bambo mpanifo ewo atifido epuye mantama emu Upper East Regional Security Council resec no akotranse edi nkomo na wonmo hu se radio station bi ewo eye bokukro duam ha so mo nkoso a mane transe eye adwuma wa hwe ya edujabum ebeba radio station din ene Guma FM na omuchem se sa Guma FM no ena bambo enti esese ne ya yitimi tum na asumdwe timi eba na ensem nchechi mu kakra ne se na no bo February bosum ya dara to so du baako ena mpanefo hye mu ewo bokukro dua ne putupuru hye mu na enkomodie mu odwendwene kwa obefa so obeboa ma asumdwe timi aba bokoro ne mpotemu no ena mu hu se da bi sa Guma FM wa ye no ho se wono de wo takra ogem ene pepejem eho ene onam so ma chese de basbasa ye de eba kansem na chese jabum na amanfo asase etujagum eminti mpanefo transe no mu se da bi so mo ka so mo transe ama sa Guma FM ya koso atena ho na aye adwuma wa hwe ya boko entokwase ma bese twa so no ye ntimi ntwa so da esanse de bia no omo ye pepejim ewo ho entinse omo de aba ne se efiri ene ekono Guma FM no nya de be ya adwuma biem ewo eye boko krodua ni mu sanso eno mo echirim se omo enso do ni edi achire ehwe se akwanya hodo bi a wo amkrofo kasa radio station ni akwanya bi amkrofo nam so kasa no obi anso kasa wo kasa bi anso omo de mani edi achire ehwe se ni nyina no enkofo jamum bi ama obi so koya ade bi mu se eti oman bambo nso a wombehwe na sa nipa kro nso no emra atumi na di entinkrai efri eye ankrato na afi nso eye abodim nyansesia ne mfiri dwuma wodo mu na opani oda no enam so a wode abana yenko na yeni Simon Asimiga enkodi nkomo emfiri boko ene ne potem ho na imusa no Simon akwaba.
Thank you.
Boyamanie edien na Guma FM amaya kwa akotumi yetumi nso what are the response and sembe me free chira eba.
Yeah, thank you, and we thank our parents listeners of Top TV and Radio. Yes, actually, this afternoon we received a letter from the Minister of Communication closing down 7 radio stations, and then one happens to be in Boku called Guma FM 109.4. So actually, they are still on air as I speak to you, but the letter is on social media and then everywhere as you can see it. So community members, most are jubilating because of this letter. And then some are also saying that the Minister of Communication is misled. He could have rather asked for those presenters that are in that station causing panic and then violence to be arrested or to be sanctioned rather than closing the entire radio station. But those that are happy for the closure, we speak with one Amadou Hamidou, who is an opinion leader and then assemblyman for Gengande electoral area. And he said that the Guma FM have openly accused the regional police commander, DPO Mr. Raymond, that he is biased and he is supporting one faction, that is the Kusasi faction, to fight the Mampusi faction. And the other reason was that the regional police commander went to the rival chief that was in scheme in Nalerigu last year to tell him that Boku is under curfew, but there are always some drumming in his house every night, saying that those drums are traditional and they are the authority that the chief has. And the regional minister have gone to tell them to stop it. The regional police commander have gone there to tell them to stop it because anytime such drums have been drum, people use that opportunity to attack them, and life has been lost day in, day out, because the other faction have been always be annoyed if they are there drumming. But they did not see it in that angle. They see to it that maybe it's the Kusasi that sent the regional minister to come and tell them to stop drumming. And they went on air and they were attacking the Upper East Regional Police Commander. Some of them went on TikTok, put his pictures, started insulting him. So they on radio, we could clearly hear them from past week that they don't know any chief in Boku apart from the rival chief that was exported from Naliru, that is northeast to Boku. And anytime they say that, that night is always on fire. And the first fateful day they said that a woman with her 2 kids was murdered just behind the Honorable Mama Ayarga, the Boku MP house, just about 100 meters away. A woman with her 2 kids, one happens to be 9 years old and the other is 3 years old. And then because of that retaliation also from the other faction, 3 houses were burnt and 8 people ended up losing their life, including a 5-month-old baby that was confiscated from their mother and smashed on the ground. So I think this decision from the Minister of Communication, the other people are happy because they this radio station will not go on to talk about provocative words that will trigger the Kusasis to attack the Mampusis. But those that are Mampusis sympathizers are rather blaming the Minister of Communication, should rather to also, should have rather sacked those radio presenters than closing the entire station. That is what is happening.
Okay, so Simon, the Guma FM, has it been shut down before?
Yes, last year in June, 5 radio stations were shut down, including my radio station, Source FM 100.1, Guma FM 104.9, Boku FM 101.5, Zara Radio 101.3, and yeah, that was 4 radios. These radios were shut down. And then on November last year, we were called to the region and we were asked to sign a bond. And all of us signed a bond that we will not use our radio station to commit problems. So, and they were our transmitters were given back to us that we should come and send no more. So I think almost the 3 radio stations have been law abiding, but they found themselves wanted today.
Okay. All right, Simon, thank you very much for your report.
Thank you, and thank our listeners.
I was for Yenia Simon, Asimiga, and Otun Kredimaye, na the Ochin Yanese Ane. Radio station na your friend Guma FM, Yatum. Nanso, Cecilia Yaka said you said as we Juma. Krata na aba, the moon station and Gasadio Omuntum. And was said, Naso by an Ebimaniaji, HS and Yatum Sansa station. Omako Pepe Jim, they be on better Virginia Subiano, no more Casa, and made in Toqua Eba. And the Binsu just said there be a nipa bi na tie fidie no so a omudi saasa binsem hu nti betimi a enfie nyi san kateboni ni mfiri na radio station ne de enka nkoso nya nadwuma se de se ne fata na oso hwe a de bia no omuka ama na anoko mka se police pani a ono wo boko ne mpotemu no otai efam ba ko achi a omukuti akusi asefo no esanse ohene ba ko so de anadwoba bruntwini mu saa won de enka ne hwe na ba ko aka de ono ye ka ne hwe na emum no commander no ko ba ko fie oga chenso omunya ntwene bo no obi madwini wo mse ne we na aso ma wo se bomra emeye saa na no no osan batu dwa kire mi se wo hwe se de etie na station no ibisa no no wo se yatum da eno kwa no ono ye nua no mu station ka ho bi na ye beto aba na mu ne ye ka kire wo se omumfo omun san hyen krata ase anyintum se ombako no monkoye boni biem omumfo mu radio station nko kansa mede ntokwa beba eni se emu miensa de bepem sa be de omu yo madwuma totin na ba ku de penifo ahwa ase de ogina na ogina nti eni akwa akotum ibedi akite nkodu o kina no so de befi mu ababia no ye ma tie fu asonsi
Top radio back kore
Oguso ewuti ene Ghana Free Top Radio 103.1 so ene enumre na yetwaso akọ ensemfoforo emu a na krata kro ya na Agyen Berima di hu nkomwe ne sesuo enso frisa ahweye kro ho no aba ya wo mo ehye NCA fo se sa radio stations yi nso wo mo hwe na enani kine ya wo mo enum no na radio stations yi fire group of companies for wo mo radio wo sunyane wo mo radio station yi wo sunyane wo mo frequency ni 90.1 ana Isaac Consult Limited enso otamale 89.7 megahertz ana Abochana Media Group enso adidome ewo Volta region 105.7 anya no ne radio world no world radio ana Achiami radio Achiami radio bibiani eno nso no Achiami radio limited 99.7 na muntie sa frequencies miensa we nyina 99.7 kwa ene toatoa so stations miensa enti di odi kan no Achiami radio bibiani 99.7 afei Women Bruno Foundation eno Watachiman 99.7 megahertz Osikani Community FM in Krankwanta 99.7 FM it is our radio stations in konon sane nunsia ena sesei asoye ehwe enkomodie so ato nkra koma ne nkrabata National Communications Authority ne se onhwe na stations yi onum ni nyina ni muanimu ye free se ewo se omo esane ba na enkrata asem ne ade nyina no omo san be kagagumma edimu anya sa de omo nkrata asem wawu ya omo ni ho kwan se omo eye adwuma so men ye mra ne edi ye adwuma ndisi ani mra no so a be ha adwene na wo se nmakuen ebunu agu omo asum na se omo amehwe amo omo nkrata asem nyina ansa antwetwe ye bie mu a sika bia waso omutua omo antwia de ehia so omo de babia omo amfa ma omo mmere bi ebrembru so a ene enenwa no enya de omo nsa beka omo frequency no kra bio na wei ene hyehyeye a sesei NCA no sesi ahwe ehwe nkomobo so no atode ama no se onkohwe na onye na animu ya free se omen emra 775 no at 775 no obi a oni onamra kwan so na obebie radio station na odi aye adwuma no ewo se ye famra kwan so na ye mane twentwen adwuma ya ase kopim se obefa mra kwan no so na ye jai frequency ni mu edi ama no ne senti aso ye hwe omen komobo so no so atonkra no edi akoma NCA no se animu ya onfasa enkratwe enkoma radio station for no omumpanimfo na de se omso omuye bia no omuaye anya sa de ne na entiaso aba no ombema so edi akire sa radio stations impanimfo a omuaso odinye so omehwe no omde yie atutwe ye free se aso ye kire se omuabo omobue mra so section 2 clause 4 no ya eno Electronic Communication Act 2008 no act 775 no omo atosa amrei eno nti eno omo bo omo sa akokoi etie ebre nduro so pena so omo nya ehu adwuma de ene na sa radio stations no ye ju omo frequency no efiri wo mo nsemu a omo nsa enka bio
90.1 sinyai
ai fire eno ne fire no
my former station frequency
fire
Idiana na abapa we ochira bosom dia
so fuchira bosom dia na fire
radio
odi no say we mu no dodo no ano nyese bia etiefo no muntie ni yese nyese bia o mo amfa kwampa so ne bie yo say ye regularize enkrata say ye ma obre say ya ma abre we kopim bre we wo ho kwan say wo de saa frequency ni ye adwuma enti ye bre no bru so age se o san ko NCA ho no wasan akwaji tumi fufuro na yasan atremu ama na ayi odwuma eso no atremu it is a driving license hen kan sa so driving license wu a no wasan akopɛ fufuro nye sa
no akɔrenew
eji sa na we ne tie nti wo mo de no so ye no mo nkoye ene se Sam George nso nani abere o
say we cry not me say ne station so ma ya do because station pim na enu pay na onkoye ye dia
bi nso ana enumi na omodi kan
e
de aba nti no ebi ana ebi ka ho a eba say na na otwo ko men NCA say 2 months ntembi frequencies a omo de kwa abontene no omo mfa nkrata nyina amre wo na
onhwem
onhwehwem
so wajibi ya onhwe na akwakoye
I don't say bokode no kure ni nyame anim nie de bia betena ne kasa radio frequencies bia amanyofo bia agege no amwa yen no kure e bia amwa bokun sensem no ubekom Guma FM amanyoni bi dia Zara ya amanyoni bi dia enti no se memfa ne se wei kusasi ni a na omo asikafo no aden na kusasifo bi radio na de biom de kaseti ayen enti wonso so ehu wonso kwaje bi emayen na omo nso akwaje enti wei agina ha na wotoma ne wei nso gina ha na wotoma ne wei meka I was 5 months ago omo tu enti nsa me bisa se ebre ben omo so sa radio no wose omo ko sign bond se omo bayi omo adwuma pepepe eno de ya ante o omo so ye na afi omo san didi ensemhunu wo ho no onsa no de ya tibie na omo fa nwa se ya ko sign bond o ko sign bond saying
but hadwen se en fa ho se de tie bia no se wa wonim se asema make ntokwa beba ama me kuro yi asei na nso ko traffic so na akwakoka ebia nso na ye MPP NDC ya yi edu abi na wutie se obi ensentwe nipa na nso oti radio so nsema oka se odi tie NDC so odi tie MPP na wodwene ho na wonte ase se ti ade a wo kan se ko fa ntokwa ba bonte amfa so be na wote studio ho no ubenya fa so be na benya enti no
ananso ye hwade fa bi se nso ebeyi ana ye taate se ho no obi kodi aduro odi sike aduro nti ya no ope so sohwe ese ye be twa no se ntwa ye mo ni tuo we se ma enti ni obeye bibia ma
bi atwa mkumase no mo se bibi di kale nsu boys ye so makwa kodi aduro nti de bia mo pentokwa akon de bia
se ebi dia ba be bon se ma
ushia wa zikariansu onu dia yim kan so hu no hu ze won so betia hutu tikakra asa won so ayo ho gangari abisa waka no wonkan no no ntokwa asesa abo aso na won so hu na ho de nti ne bia eno so ho abisa yanto akase bono so na yanku anim na ye co special prosecutor bakachi na anu no friends and trofo hia mu eno de betu dwa kire mu se Kenneth Ofuriata I friend second Ofuriata no yo my photo samfo ewo mampani akufuado amamu open so no opani no opena wo hu no wagibam enti omane bofudin fufuro fugitive enti obi abehia ni bia ufufu na adna bre no na onso abadwo akyedie na eno anso ho ada eno da de akyen so a no sa adna kwoto ntentan kase so edni mfo nyina atare ho atwo so den wanted Ofuriata na ni etuntum etinwi nso etuntum o mpasoro kakra oyobia o kasa woto no bobre o tapata alifufu enwo nwapi na papa ya kire se de Ofuriata te agese ohunu ba bia kinefa ne bre no hia no na asemi anye Ofuriata ba bi oda bia de ama amana lawyer for atro krata de akoma special prosecutor say izi ajaben o pro sa ahemfa na woko o pro Ghana ne nyina ye dia o kura wa akwada mepani chen Ghana ne minim Ghana chen ahemfa na pro ho akọ mimi dwane akwahi uno japade am okuru magizi ajaben enti masa nya abotre se medu o mani siga krempa enu no nche se mi dwane akọ ba bia mabisu nyina akura wa enti o munko bona mane se wonu Ofuriata no onye na adwen se o dwane akọ ba bia obetu kwa krempa ko se kwa firi mpanifo ka chwo mse yanom mitie mi na chi kakra ebi amu hia me a mo frɛ me ma homa no emma me kosam ho yade enti mesrem me kwa ba enti sa nyema we nyina wo adan na adem koto ntinta kase so sema ye wanted ene nurse ni behwe me kra na ohwe mani ase agori no ye wanted no odi ayo no wo bebo pane ebo na eguraku enti amofuri atoro bebe oda bia na yam hyehye no edina lawyer for the kata koma special prosecutor echichi mu kire se Ofuriata na ase February ni womi acha na mpadu nwanwa dadu May ebeba May mu oba Ghana memu no nwanga se tietia na chacha mu pampampa na tare fitia mu no akọ special prosecutor se kokuma ba so dia ho ba so no konwo so de pane be wura na hwimu no onye no na de ohu bia na so ndwe ntimemra enti alaya fo no kan sanse me kire special prosecutor no oti wedding na onyenye na ofifines na onyenye za kadiam de be ye no ka ode matema kan mate enti na ade achi yi special prosecutor kisi aja bin sa de krata ba se wanted list na odofu ya tato so no we ye free ho we ye free ni so intuition na men kochi ne mfa ne ma onu a beba ogadon fire me have resign onu a beba na onu omo kasa sa wie no de betu twatwe mi se na musuo nkofu yata na se mme na onu aye na dwenso beba no ebedu ro sa ba ye kwa me na ma meeting ba party e na ka me mutu mesi no ase nko ye me hwa ye me ya osisa ade ne ontwe kra ene nka de resi bia besu okruma enti free na ekoi die kopim se mme ofu yata na nkasa ebeba Ghana me modern ho abeche special prosecutor no wanted you fugitive brofa keseri nyina no we ye free ni so wonye bambiem onyi gudu okusar ho yade ebreso a obesanso aba special prosecutor ene ode krata abeto mountain so
Semens Vital Herbal Mixture agani edro no edin na agani ye meme edro pa emansum bia eboa wo mo Semens Herbal Hospital ye edre ye ni nsuo wie no ye topa ye de kan ho enti wo mo eno no mo agani no edi ho adanse ye kamfo pa be mo no mo agani de ene ye otiso ka se mikaja gumu ana kire sa agani no ano no ye otiso oti mitwi sodoku oni bumfumpa na kire se eya agani no ano no ye no kire se ena agani wonu ya pekin kran na gina so a kire se yire nchen bo adwuma saa wo mere onte bere bia nti ama mema no ani je ho pa mema no mo agani a ene omudi mensem ma ne boroso waye nsu ya to pa ye ma no nso no to pa ye ni bia de ye de boa wo mo ne se afichikura chi ya wo no ya na etu ase efiri ho ene obi nso ho a owo ye na se bia ye wonsi ne dada mu da ti de bia kro ne dofu behia na osugu ne yam saa se ye masie bie na ebia mi wura kra be ka se bia mfa na chini ade da bi odi emia wani pe agan ne bi to pa ye no na ade memene bon se wase ho nyina be kama beka mo akuma bi ama odo ewu omo hwere manfre okra na eja ubo trinko fi se onso de gege ne hwere ma se obeba a kire wo so eti anu ape agan no anonom ema ne mema obi ankopa bi no ntonom yemfre Semens Herbal Hospital for de adre bae e wo 0240 616 061 0240 616 061 na womo enyo so sanso ena edura hinasen me frɛ no enro ehuna bobrim na eye enura hinasen huna bobrim pa ye frɛ no the fearsome 3 Hepa Plus Pavi ene plasmos mixture senro emiensa dwuma edi bua ni padua eso ani dodo eso ani papa so obi akese emro so wo so pa se obannom na so ntie oboa obi akoma yade ntihye wetete wo esikire yade wo na ase atata ye ebi ankuda bi ada wo ho akusikuro unia ewuda pedafio somtre nanonom ebeboa wa ma sayare ni nyina efiri so obi ho da sori an honam nyina tutunu dwa no se yade enkonti ba guno so anadwo no unya defio somtre a ebeboa wo obi nso ho a natinka ene ochen caterpillar bongo se ya ne so da ho se ye tim ti se dufochi e dansuo mu o kan kura won te hweye ko pe the fearsome 3 na watinka nkosoro na bu mu ompem te sa akokono so nim se akokono akokono se de obu ni mu no sa abo ne ho ne de se ti unya the fearsome 3 na no mu a ebeboa wo ama wo mpem agudie aso ani eduro ne adwuma pii na kakra bi ene maboso a kirewi ti wo de kotobi nanom ebeboa wo pa yemfre ebanage for ne yentunre bi nto ana yentobi ense ho yade 0542 778 572 0542 778 572 na 0542 807 907 0542 807 907 Arishmai menyina weso na yenye enkratu emra yeba ene Ghana dia ka akire edoso a yede ebesommo.
Every child is so unique. You like no other. Outstanding in every way. It's me like no other. So anytime you walk and play, you like no other. You are special like Indomie. It's me like no other. Did you know that every child on the planet has their own unique fingerprint like no other? You like no other. I can play the drums. I'm talented. It's me like no other. I can sing. I can dance. You like no other. As well as their own unique talents and abilities. I can cook. I can paint. You like no other. Indomie, it's you like no other. So every day, in whatever you do, remember you are special in your own way, like no other.
Thank you, Mom, for letting me know I'm special and for making me my special Indomie. Thank you, Mommy.
Introducing Indomie beef flavor. Buy now. Is FDA.
Who can you trust with your aged grandma or grandpa? Who can you trust with your aged with related sickness like dementia, stroke, or diabetes? Who can you trust with your accident and recovering patient? If you have a person who is not sick but needs care and attention, who can you trust? Who can you trust even when you can't trust family? Yet you need to take a trip abroad. Let me help you with all that sleepless night questions. The answer is simple. Life caregivers. Yes, life caregivers. Life caregivers provides professional nurses who are 3 years and above trained to give the patient the care and attention that they need. Life caregivers is the tested and trusted brand for professional nursing service all these years in Ghana. Locate Life Caregivers at Kokominimle, Accra, near Top FM. You can call them on 050-4030-008 or 059-7097-011. Oh, Life Caregivers also offer wound care as well. And if you are a nurse who needs a job or you have a job yet you can do part-time, you can give us a call as well. Life Caregivers, we bring comfort to your home.
SO Herbal Hospital. Yara hura wasano. Omanfo ho adwurom pa.
Me de yare chini sa. Ankosiaga. Nanso SO Herbal Hospital. Ebe mu no. Menya mayaris.
Wo de ya mon search Dove TV. Na mon hwa nwanwasem. Omanfo amani yi omoya. Wo mon sonso a. This was chest space. Antisa wo hunu hwe. Ko hwe kwan ofa so a. Wo saw yare. Anya kwana bra o.
Me de na malaria, fibroid, typhoid fever, any joint pains na ekumi hu. Na madam for no ntumi hu emfie pi. Enne ko hwe. Wa asanyem.
Diabetes, hepatitis B, hypertension, liver and kidney disorder, prostate. Na whether stroke, STDs, any yare ho. Na mo kai yare bi nu a omanfo si anya duro no. Obi fan kwa eso heba. So ansa, ko hwe the pharmacy. Enduro no straight from the forest. Na wa kono ma de anom. Na se yare ne betra mu a, ye behwe. Any laboratory services. Na numbu nso e da form. We adwuma Monday to Sunday sikura. Accra ha, eso Herbal Hospital. Ewa Amasaman Stadium Junction. Omanfo mfre 0555 529 253. And 0503 449 444.
Mom, I'm going out for Vox Pop interviews and voiceover. Vox Pop? What's that? It means voice of the people. I'll be asking random questions for a project. You've only been at AIT Media Institute for a month and you know so much already. AIT Media Institute must be doing a fantastic job. They really are. I'm learning everything from camera work to audio editing. I'm so glad you chose AIT Media Institute. You are becoming a real media professional. Thanks, Mom. I can't wait to show you my work. Go shine, my star. Thank you, AIT Media Institute.
At AIT Media Institute, we offer internationally benchmark, industry standard cutting-edge foundation and advanced programs in TV and radio broadcasting technology, journalism 2.0, TV and radio presenting and hosting, TV and radio production operations, TV and radio marketing promotion and sales, plus other advanced level programs. AIT Media Institute deploys state-of-the-art program delivery technologies and the AIT TV and radio facilities to equip our students with the necessary skills and expertise to become professionals in the global media industry. To apply, visit ami.edu.gh or call 0577 668817 or 0577 668812.
Top radio back correct.
Yɛmmoatena se Top Radio 103.1 so enie ene Ghana na yegu so ede sumwenre yɛtoa so akɔ ensɛm foforo mu ne wanyamfo kwabena minta kan do yɛ soafo hɛ omen apom dene so asabo omen ya no ho babio sɛ konkura yade ene asensene yade a ɛyiniti omen yi emiamia bie no sa cerebrospinal meningitis ene cholera no kwabia so no apom dene adwuma kuo Ghana Health Service no ene wo mu a esu ehu omen mɔbɔ bo homodin bia se sa yare mienu no obehwe da ohunu kwane odebefa so na wako atwi ase kra kwabda minta kan do se ehu hia so omen so nyina ebede ehu so ne se nti osre omen ade hie se obia mo no modene no ma ahunidie ontom ntentan omen mum na yenhwe na yeni ehu nipa titire ebra epempen so akọ sutobre mu na ankonam so ama konkura yade en cholera no kura de ya na unity sa na osuo san totra ene ya na ejinsemu pa nti obia hwe no ma ahunidie eno so ewo na setena emu na ohye omamma nyina enkran so se obia no a ewobehunu ahyensu bi ananse ntwrani bi wo ho a ekire se ebi a wanya yare emu bi no bomodini a na kwa ya asabia na ntemu ampanimfo ehunu ano sobre emawo na monyamfo ene na okomra hye bedwafie mu na akogina ho ekire omo se konkura yare yi ni ti bese abosumi num ni atwamu free na ano ahinime October ni mu afi 2024 etwa mu no yete nkran he ya na da atwoye yete se yade enu ayi ni ti nkran ha afi dididi mu a na ekọ na ejefo ede toso edumiensa afi empinu ye edunumi mu ene mu no na kire se yade no se de asi atretre kwa amantempi mu no ha adwene ya sese se ohwemu a nipa dodo enya yade abie nko ano eye empimisia wa ha ene aduananum 6145 ena osi emu no kire se ahanso ene edunkron ena eye yade no ankasa ya doctor fo atumi asiso edua na ose enumu no arehosemu aba ewuo femu no eye aduanan kron nipa aduanan kron ena wo mu afiri mu na ose nkuntabu nyina mu no apomdina adwuma kuo no ne asoye no ebo modene sede ebe ya yebete asemde bi afiri mu akire na monyamfo kwabena minta kan do mrahye bedwafie mu no kirekire mu sei ade kire wo mu.
The current cholera outbreak began over 5 months ago in October 2024 in Ada West in the Greater Accra region. The Speaker, since the outset in October 2024, it has unfortunately spread to other districts in Greater Accra and 4 other regions, namely Central, Western, Ashanti, and Eastern regions. The Speaker, as of 13th February 2025, we have recorded 6,145 cases, 719 confirmed cases, and unfortunately 49 deaths. In all 5 regions, have reported cases since the outbreak began. These are Greater Accra, Central, Western, Ashanti, and Eastern regions. Mr. Speaker, it is worth noting that the situation is improving, with active cases now concentrated in the Central region only. Mr. Speaker, allow me to elaborate on the situation in the Central region. This region has been particularly affected by the current outbreak, with significant number of cases reported in recent weeks. The district of Agona West and Efutu have been particularly hard hit. In the past week alone, these 2 districts reported 133 cases, 23 admissions, and unfortunately 2 deaths. Despite worrying situation in the Central region, Mr. Speaker, I bring encouraging news.
Enti weye omen suafo a ohwe yapomdene so monyamfo kwabena minta akando ena ode samane yeto mrahye bedwafo anim enedwie
anka ne pani kwanchefo a National Service Authority na odano eye owu a osei asibe antwi na opani ene opani ba kwa efe ne se Mustafa Yusuf omudi so abeto dwa HSS National Service ho no omo so bugana fo afaso ede nsamafo a enya adwumadin awuwam emon marketia na wenu eye nsentro ni a efe ne se Manasi ono ne 4th estate efode sa report ne beto dwa na asane baaye no ekokun kotu nyina ne adeade ase ye makwa momfa metudwa aban baaye wabiem ama chese ne bibia ededa abontin enam so ama ne osesi be antwi enso de krata abeto sense ntwofo nka emi wiase nyina so ntibi na ensem a osesi be antwi eka nyina ne se fourth estate e do bokrata na omode nsem ne baaye no eyete na omonte ne ma ase eno mmewe hye da betu futu de Ghana fo ni ayese de won waye bone kase bia onye bone bia osi de bi kan ne se wohwe mu a fourth estate fo na asem mo e kan ne se wohwe eye sika ye kogye ema masmeja fo gitu mu se de ba betua national service for eka sika no edosun eche nipa na yetu omoka no kese bone a osesi bia ye nyina no se budget na edi call parliament no se bia memfa se ya mana sidi no edu na oso de ba betua nipa bia be se enkronka but the worker tan so hwe a nipa nsia pa na yetu omoka edina gese sika na oje ye no ode awasa ne sirim ana wamfa anye bi papa eno na owo SSB antwi so echirim se da bi o enye saa kra na asem ne tie osi de tie ne se so hwe edina eye da obokrata na yenu amanase omoka ho asem na eye wo mo a ewie school a ye do mo eprosu wo se omonko national service enkonko ye adwuma na abra wamfa nurse fo ene akyekirefo no anka ho osi so ye ne saa so de a na akwese de wasai eyi akapuma na so wanwom no esan se a nurse fo bi ene teacher fo bi nso ho a omu wie school so omu so ye national service ni bi enti omu so ye mo allowance ni bi enti omu so ka ho se wokote saa teacher fo no ene a nurse fo ni free mu a ena behu de abante no eka no de to so emienu o se omu san so ekan se ensamanfo din ewo katua ngoma eritua nkrofo ka ewo national service woni mu eno so SSB antwi eka se da bi enye no kre sanse so wohwe national service for na ansa na ebetua waka no ye free visa validation ese odon sakoto afidie so ese odon sakoto so ese nipa ono hwe wo so ehun sa ampa oba school se adwuma bi na ha na wo ye adwuma ese etimi market chese ampa enipa wa se ne fill form esan ede ma o ma de ko chese ampa na oba adwuma enti ehun wo kwan se etua waka eno wo se eno so no enye se ono wo se be antwini na eye na emom no omo wo system anase platform bi a ye frɛ se GHIPPS system I no Bank of Ghana for eno mo hweso enti ansa na ebetu obi ka national service bi no enye se bi anipa nti ba bia na attempts ka de akwa no Bank of Ghana for ankasa enye gitu se ampa afi busumi enipa du ena ye adwuma edu ena yetu omoka nti obi ko tena be ka se ye de nsamafo din akohye mu a wono osesi bantwi de ne hu so nsa abrobe oni mu hwe na wono ankasa mfransa ma di bia nkohye national service fu bia mu se de nkrofo ka no enti onu aye krado ba bi obi abefra ni bia no onye fugitive onye bam obeko na okwa koyini ho ano weyi eye osei SSB antwi anka ne pani kwanchefo a National Service Authority na oda no
yetwa kasiebe so akọ ensemfufuro mu na ensemfufuro mu no men soafo no so hwe ensa aseso na ohwe odmankuma ebobre enso eso memu eye comrade Mutala Mohammed na waba nan ama enne wako Council of Scientific and Industrial Research CSIR akosra wo mo de ne ho akokire wo mo se mene soafo amaba ya sese mene mo ebeye adwuma na okodruye ene otu omfo se omo ampe akwanuase bi ombefa so na omonsas no ombebo ho ban ye free se oba ya amane bi omde bo no se o minister wa ba e da sepa nemom yensasi amanfo bi aye ni pinido ama otu ani kura hwe ho a adan sisi wo nyina amanfo bi ena wo mo abesi so mo adan we yensasi so afei enso emu bia ni ho mutu aka prempo ana asempo bi ede ma yen okọ kanso ana twede ye hyentumem enti honorable we de waben minister hwe na ye hu bibi no so ye ba hu bibi na emom no mo ankasa nso mo ho na mo masase ne ho ban se de be ya nkofo meye mo nsase ne pinido se de mo kan na ensase no manya bi ade aye nhwehwemu ahodo a mo pese mo yo na okoye na oka kire mo se ade no se wankasa wa mo modene so obebo asase ne ho ban na de bia usu se aban mra be wi ase no na watena mfofo ho amana dan okwaye nti ebe yi a mo hunu kwane a mbefa so a mbebo monsase no ho eban na enum no ene obeka kire mo se enipa bi nso na anu ade ya aban sesaye mbehwe na wo mo asesa nkontiba ni ade asase we ya aban de ayeje asase we ya aban de ayeje ni ade na omo agent sase no emfamra kwan so no omo nyina nso enyai saade no free se enye subampe wo se yetenem ewo mai mu na munyamfo Mutala Mohammed okoho ene omo kohia ya CSI arfo mpanimfo ene ni hia no enkomo amu edi ye no ebi enie.
There were some people masquerading as party boys. And my view is that get me the contact of those people. I'm more a food soldier than them. And I don't think that there can be any justification in doing that. I just got even a call by somebody that was driving and he saw EPA signboard. And he saw some boys there. And some of them are land gas. I mean, these are things to stop. And the president has indicated publicly that such actions are not going to be tolerated at any level. We must find a way to protect your lands. We must find a way to have an efficient and effective utilization of the lands for the purposes of the challenges that confront you. So I would need the documentation, the contractual agreement, and everything, because I think that the ministry ought to be involved. It is not the authority given to agencies. I'm not supposed to. The ministry, the minister is in charge of policy direction, and the buck stops to the minister. If the minister sits by and something happens, I shall be blamed. I'm not going to say we'll stop it or wouldn't. We'll look at it together. We'll invite you. We'll all look at it and see how we can find a solution to it. One thing I've also observed, and please don't get me wrong, it's not only CSIR. We are endowed with a lot of scientists. We are endowed with a lot of technical people. But I've got the information that there are a lot of people who are engaged in private businesses. When I say private businesses, engaged in researches that are not state involved. They are using state, infrastructure for sale. Our position is that we are not saying don't do that. But anybody who wants to engage in such, then a percentage of what you get should come to the agency. But we can't use infrastructure of the agency to conduct a research and campaign, and then you just take it home. You are employed by the state, and the state infrastructure is owned by the state. We went somewhere, there was a problem with electricity. And meanwhile, there are scientists there who are engaged in other private businesses of other research, international research organizations, use electricity, use the infrastructure of the state to engage in such, yet the lights, bills, and other things are all on the
enti we monyamfo Mutala Mohammed no nti na futu ode mu o se enti amra se bia wo ye adwumayani wo ho na ehwehwemu bia bi wo ho na wo adbe ye hwehwemu bia na bibi wo ho a wo apese wo so onim de bi hwe eno no wo ya ne kwan so a na emum no enkwa wie no emu ahanchechemu aduasa bi no waji na odi aba beboa bia enyinamu ahodina odi ye adwuma no so ahumfidie no ye den a ba bi ho bepopo ne ade ne nke de asiesie nanso we de mu wie no anso magya to office ya aban adwuma ehwa na ye adwuma na wafa aban adwuma no ahumfidie na de aye wa ode uwie na pua waje eyi wo do ho akawura we ajiba mu ana ode ho akawura enti we say no ekire no obeka nso mo se ewo se amantam nyina no nso omo atena ye wo ho no ya brano no omo hwe na omo gi amane afiri ho de ekoso ho omo gi mu amane e di firi omo ho se de be ya ene ma betumi atototo yi di ama wo mo enti we kura de CSIR ho omo kura bata bi a omo eye aquarium no ze aquarium no ye abafu nimdie bi a ne nipa de nimdie ye na ade no ebi ensuo kura wo ho a na nu ebu be a enwene bi ni nemu fefe bi ni mu bi ni nemade mu akono saa de ni bi ba bi omo ye saa no ma no mu sua no ho no okohwe ya omo nso de asemi atu na nimu bra no mu di enkomo.
So these are the juveniles that we have here. Okay. And then look at how when you see them. Okay. This is catfish. Yes. Yeah. I think we're eating this morning. Yeah, so you can see them here. Okay. So these ones are about when they're full, they don't eat. Until they get those who eat a lot. Okay. Yeah. I've seen. So they're eating. Yeah. Wow. And then this is this one is about 2.5 months. Okay. Wow. From the small size? Yeah, from like this one, use it for about a year now. Which ones are good? No, I think you're good. How old are you? This one's a month old. Yeah, at least a month old. So you can see how. Why is the water? No, it's after, algae grow, and then so we change it every 3 days. So we are using groundwater. Okay. Change it every 3 days. Oh,
So how do you change it?
So we have this. So Minister, we open this one, and then once we open it,
but the fish will not.
No. Can you open it?
Nti weye monyamfo Mutala Mohammed ohwe omen nsase ene odmanko abobre so na okọ CSIR a odene hokọ kire wo mo se omopanyina waba na omokoye saa enhwemui ne aprobe nyina omo ede saa amanie ebre nie
Ghana Company John Dramani Mahama ede chopa ede ama Christian Council of Ghana ena Ghana Caribbean Bishop Conference se we de omochewara ni waso mukutudwe ni nyina ne se empanifo ya adwene se ebeye dwabo sunku bi na se dwabo no badwendwene oman masua ho ahwe se de ebeye oman masua betima konkai hope ena wode nsanhwemudi ekoye enti nsanhwemudi no oto nsafre no na asoye sa nyamesunku kase miuni wo mudie yaje omo emu etwa omoja enu na ntempa so no ekodu opani asum enom kase dabi mu ya mistake Christian Council of Ghana any Caribbean Bishop Conference montun sanfre omo Roman for go school mo bie asem ketwa ensore school mo bie ni ade emo boa ena etun sa de frɛ omo nemu no invitation no eko late kakra eno na mampani echirim se opo mo chopa enye boa payo enye ni da ho kra yentimi nya de kese etesa na Christian Council of Ghana any Caribbean Bishop Conference as of formers of rumors of company for say je omasim osi da bi enye ye kra enti we de wono a mampani na nkasa ejinem na wapasa akuo mienu chew asra wo se de ba ye ne bia no momfa nche mampani chirem se wom se sanfun so na ebe no mosiesi da ato nsa de afro mo ani adwumadi ekoso mo ka ho nenso ekachire kakra de na nwa mu ejinem no de chopa e de ama wo no asra wo se aban wei ya aban a onye yimu na waya adwen so se wori nyamesumu feko mu mpanifo beka bompa na omatimi aboa titudefo ma enwumasua ho na etimetum pa akonanim na ede mfasopa nso atimi ede aba odi tudwa bi no kire se ba bia adu no ehia se nyina ebetrase na ebebu ho ni apɛ kwampa ede enwumasua befa so enti sa nyamesumu ko mienu no se bibi bai na anye omoda omumfanche.
If this is the quality of the presentations we're going to have, then I'm sure that the outcome of this forum is going to be important. But first, let me express my sincerest apologies on behalf of the planning committee of the forum to our stakeholders of the faith-based organizations for the unpardonable omission committed in your delayed invitation to this forum. I am aware that the omission was very speedily remedied, but you still deserve an unqualified apology for this oversight. And since you are the purveyors of God's mercy on earth, I'm sure that you are forgiving us. Thank you very much. And we know you are important stakeholders because you own some of the schools, and so this educational forum is important to see how we carry everybody together. For many years, we've watched the standards of our education suffer significant decline in first century society and the fourth industrial revolution. As the world evolves, so must our education system, because what worked in the past no longer suffices for the challenges and opportunities of today and tomorrow.
Enwachi no na Ghana mampani esande ba betudwa no achim se Ghana mofo ahia enwumasua papa enti ehu hia pa se ba bi enwumasua kwa kodu a ayesi nwantan no ye tenase na echichire ni yie se de be ya dachi ibenya nkwada papa afri Ghana memo wono mabene ebo nimde bebo mo mani mpuntu ne nkanko etimi akoso.
I'm not a troublemaker that much, so I haven't been to
the world of work and the opportunities of the future. How do we ensure innovative pedagogies, inclusive, engaging, and adaptive pedagogies framed around social emotional learning and universal design for learning, which are central to our teachers' classroom practice? How do we develop an assessment system that promotes critical thinking, problem solving, and not just regurgitation of what was learned? How do we bring back autonomy to school leaders against mutually agreed performance standards? How do we remove excessive political interference in the governance of our education system? How do we ensure adequate and sustainable financing for education? I had a bit of yeah with the political interference. I said that the second Independence Day for the education system has come.
Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama ena motini nken
na soafo he omayi nyina yamanwe so munyamfo Mohammed Mubarak Muntaka na prosi atna yekasie mu nkran ha no akosra wo mo amomo adidi nkomo no wo kire se eyepa na prosi adwuma no omo mpese ebe na manyosem tikwan bia so no ombehwe ama prosi adwuma no ade ne ho na afi no ombehwe ayenhwemu na prosi adwuma no ba bia atosini bia no omo ehunu ho akade edi aboa ama prosi adwuma no enimu abanyam asene sede enim ne sese yie na ose ohwe ombo se kwan bia so no obi na apona to ho se prosi adwumakuo no betumi abomu brebia no bebie wo mo na adehia asem bi omo betunu enimu no ono nso nyaade a odibedi agro sede ye be ya nkontabuo ene fanfan ye ebetumi edehene ewo emra ya kiresi nyina ye boa ma prosifo enso edimu ehinimu yenti